This problem is from GATE 2020, Electrical Engineering Power Systems. A lossless transmission line with 0.2 per unit reactance per phase uniformly distributed along the length of the line connecting a generator bus to a load bus is protected up to 80% of its length by distance relay placed at the generator bus. The generator terminal voltage is 1 per unit. There is no generation at the load bus. The threshold per unit current for operation of the distance relay for solid 3-phase to ground fault on the transmission line is closest to option A 1, option B 5, option C 3.61, option D 6.25. The reference to NPTEL course or video can be seen from here, which is mentioned. The useful data for solving the problem is given here. We have to know what is the pickup value or the operating value of the relay, which is the minimum or the threshold value of the current, voltage or any other actuating quantity above which the relay will close its contact and operate. A distance relay operates whenever the impedance seen by the relay is less than the pre-specified value, and this impedance or the corresponding distance is known as the reach of the relay. The reach of the relay can be categorized into two, underreach and overreach. When the relay restrains at the set value or the impedance lower than the set value, then it is known as underreach, and if it operates at the impedances larger than the set value, then it is known as overreach. The fault current for 3-phase short circuit fault is given by the expression IF is equal to VF by X per unit, where VF is the value of the fault voltage at the fault location point and X per unit is the equivalent reactance at the fault point. For the problem given, we can draw single line diagram of the system with the relay. So if we draw the single line diagram, this is the generator connected to the generator bus with the transmission line connected to the load. This is our generator, and in the problem it is given that the generator terminal voltage is given as 1 per unit. Fine. And the transmission line reactance is given as 0.2 per unit. The distance relay is placed near the generator bus. This is our distance relay. This distance relay provides protection to 80% of the length of the transmission line, or we can say that the reach of the distance relay is till 80% of the length of the line. So we can mark this as the protected zone. If we suppose that a 3-phase fault takes place on the transmission line, then we have to find out the fault current for the operation of the relay. So the fault current can be calculated as IF, which equals to VT divided by 0.8 into XL. Now why this 0.8? This 0.8 we have taken as it is mentioned here that only the 80% length is protected and the remaining 20% is not protected. So we have to consider only that much reactance. So putting the values which are given in per unit, will get 1 divided by 0.8 multiplied by 0.2. On solving this, we'll get the value of fault current as 6.25 per unit. Hence, if we see all the options, our option D is correct, and the threshold per unit current for the operation of the relay is 6.25 per unit.